Good Day Adventures. This is more Drunken Blade, and we're back this week with another episode of Kinship's Destiny. We are on session 18. Skeeter Greeter.
We're legal.
We're legal. We have made it 18 sessions, you guys.
We can drink now, right? And do copious amounts of hard drugs?
No, that's not till 21.
You just smoke and vote.
Is that the same in D&D? Like, that's the same.
Depends on which race you're playing as.
As a Dragonborn, I'm probably not of drinking age yet.
Well, anyway, it's been a minute, a whole week, since haven't seen each other. But I'm actually glad to be back. I had a little nap, had a rest, got some food, got my non-sponsored Starbuckles, and I'm ready to go. So, last week, if actually somebody can send me, hold on. I didn't do it. That's probably why. I have to do this.
I'm waiting. I'll present it in a sec.
Start session. Did it start?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a picture right here. That picture in the middle. That's actually a picture from the campaign you're in. Dun 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 dun. This is Shanoa's twin sister.
No, that's Ugly Squidward.
Ow, SpongeBob.
All right. So as we get that situated a little bit, I can do that. All right. Awesome. So when we left off, the party, other than being hastily pursued by a jelly, managed to actually kind of navigate their way through a lot of different areas within the this little dungeon that they're in Wave Echo Cave. They found a few doors. They've discovered some evil. One of the doors that was cracked slightly opened, that Sabrina has taken a little bit of an interest in. All we heard from there was kind of the crunching of bones. And as the party was doing a little bit more surveying of the area, and that would be kind of going southward, kind of back onto themselves from where they came, because they are such adequate map makers, and Endymion is leaving little X's and kinds of information on the wall so they can find their way back out if they need to. Endymion rounded the corner, saw another door that seemed to be closed, but doesn't know if it's locked or not, and then was readily attacked by a Sturge. What you guys doing?
Well, if we're dealing with Sturges, I guess it's initiative then.
Well, I'm going to ask one thing first, because this was brought up at the end of last game. Sabrina, what are you doing?
I promised I'd roll for it, and I already put the results of that. So your girl rolled a nat 20, and I had said anything above a 15 was a yes. So that the dice have spoken. We are turning back and going to stealth our way into that room. However, I do not want the party to notice me. So how?
Okay.
Roll stealth.
Roll stealth. The player is so fucking proud of you. The character is going to be so pissed. The player is proud.
I got a passive 12, and I don't think anyone else is going to notice who's around the corner yet.
Because I really did remember, roll for it.
The two in the back don't have dark vision, so they're not going to see behind.
Wait, didn't somebody had a didn't somebody light a torch?
I have a light on me, sure.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, we're all looking ahead.
Yeah, no.
Here's
I
the
thought
thing.
somebody had
I
lit a torch. I'm sorry.
I did have a torch, but I think I lit that before the last fight, and I think I might have put it down and not picked it back up. To be
That's
fair.
I have a light on.
Right, so I think we're fine.
can
But
literally-
also, I'm going to roll to see with like disadvantage because Sturgis showed up. That's a bit distracting.
I'm gonna. Well, both. First, what I'm gonna do is this. I need Sabrina to make a stealth check.
19.
I need Kitwin and Malukes to both make perception checks.
I'm going to give you my passive because I wouldn't think to look behind me. That's a 12.
Okay. I'm still gonna ask you to roll for me though.
All right.
Not
It has nothing to do with that.
So perception for something else, I guess.
It's a 15.
That's what we call a natural one. Yeah.
That is awesome. Then I also want Shanoa and Endymion to do the same thing with disadvantage.
Ed,
You're on a roll tonight.
we are doing good.
You guys are awesome.
Uh,
All right, Sabrina, what would you like to do?
Okay, so we're looking for where we are on this map.
I wish I could zoom in more so I could just have your token on the screen right now.
All right, so very stealthily, she is going to kind of head like backwards step back towards the noise.
Okay. So what I'm
And
gonna what I want you to remember is this. I'm gonna do this for you. We're gonna do a total of 3 rounds separate for you that are interactive with what's going on with Endymion. But once those are done, I'm rolling initiative, or I'm having a roll for initiative for Endymion. So just to give you a little, that's about the space and time that you're kind of transposed between these Endymion being attacked and you making this decision to move over to this door. Okay.
Sure.
So you moved over to the door.
Yeah.
You can see that it did you guys close it? I can't remember. I'm sorry.
They didn't get near it.
Okay.
Were you guys
just thought-
close it?
no,
It
they,
is-
they noticed it was open and didn't bother to close it.
It's slightly ajar.
Because that's how I was, since it didn't have total cover, that's how I knew something was in there.
Could I roll perception just to know which way I would be seen? Because I don't know like which direction the door is ajar.
It's going to be if it's going to go in if you're facing the door the way you're facing it, the doorknob would be on the right hand side and the hinges would be on the inside left. So when it opens up, it's going to open up a little inward.
All right, then. So she's still pretty covered where she's at then.
Yeah.
If it's not fully great.
Let's see, Sabrina, 60 feet. Okay. Boop. So what would you like to do?
Just okay. So I'll roll the perception to really get a sense of what's inside. Because again, she's curious to see what it is. She's never seen anything.
So you don't need to. It's not a perception. It's not a perception roll. So what you're trying to do is you're just trying to listen. Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I want to take a look, but it's like
Okay, so you're trying to peek in through the door.
mm-hmm.
The door is not ajar. It is not ajar enough. What you can make out roughly in there from where you're at is that you could see that there is a bed just to your right, and kind of maybe, I mean, it's 60 feet of just a crack. So maybe like a bed, and then on the far wall, another bed. That's really, if I bisect that, it's really kind of maybe all you could see. You might be able to see also a little bit of what seems to be a brazier in the middle of the of this room, or in the middle of in this room.
Attached to an arm or just like a lone brazier?
It's just in the middle, like a little, just
Okay.
like you guys have seen before, the round braziers.
Like a fire pit.
Okay.
A fire pit.
All right. So can I roll another stealth to try to get in that room?
You don't need to roll stealth to get into the room. What you can tell me what you're doing to get into the room.
Going to try to push the door slowly, as just enough to like her body can fit in, to try to like get a good like at least like half to really get a good look in.
Okay. And you're trying to do that
stealthily as she can,
as quietly as possible.
Yes, I will roll for it if I must.
Yeah, you can roll for it. You can roll for it all you want.
Okay. I'll do it through the D&D Beyond.
No problem. Either way you want.
Ooh, well, it's an 11, so a ver qué pasa.
What was that roll? I'm sorry.
An 11.
An 11. As you're peering in, you can start to make out again this couple of beds, a brazier that is not lit, a small fire pit that is not lit. As you start to push the door slowly open, it starts to creak rather loudly. You just have enough room to make it inside, maybe popping your head in just for a second. And before you see corpses. And hovering over those corpses are 3 ghouls. One of them taking a large bite and snapping, that cracking sound that you've been hearing, out of a femur bone and slurping out all the goo from inside and marrow. Turns towards you and growls. What would you like to do?
Okay, I might have some real quick. I should still have, okay, this is crazy and it's probably going to get my ass killed. So I have another character if I need one. I'm not even joking. I did like go through my list of like, what do I have in case I need to, in case I die. I should still have a few seeds left. Could I throw the seeds and cast Entangle? Or is that because it's solid ground, like a solid like rock mat? I can't.
It's a rock floor.
There's like no cracks in it where there would be like ground I could break through.
I mean, you could try to grow it out of the dead body. Technically, that is.
You can.
It's bio.
You can give me a roll on a D20 because you're bound and determined to get a good roll.
I got 18.
Okay. Yeah, there's just enough from the ooze and decay of these bodies, and underneath this isn't perfect stone, and you can see through the mortar the cracks, and these vines start to come up through them.
Okay, so for Entangle, I can.
So what we're going to do from that point is this: everybody's going to roll for initiative. And I'm so excited that I just can't hide it.
Huh?
I know.
I had it on the B.
I actually wanted to roll lower for once.
I rolled a 7. Okay.
Well, you beat something. Alrighty, so 25 to 20. What you got?
21.
25 to 20? 22 for Shanoa. Milukes.
Sorry. 21.
Yeah, gotcha. 15 to 20. Oh, that's awesome. I love it when everybody else goes first.
Who the hell is this else?
I guess we'll see.
10 to 15.
14.
12.
Okay. Kithwin
Mhm.
and Dimian. 10 to 5.
7.
5. You got a 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Whoa. Let me grab this number from here. Let's see. Oh, I remember now. It was 23 combatants. Gotcha.
Do what?
20 Sturges. It's fine. It's fine. They're like a health point apiece.
We're gonna go to the top of the order with Shanoa. What you doing, Shanoa?
Now, did the Sturge attack Endymion, or is it just like flying at him?
I just made it. Actually, it's supposed to get a surprise attack, but I think look. Oh, I missed.
Okay.
With advantage?
Yeah, I rolled an 11 and a 4.
Yeah.
So I'm.
We're all doing great tonight. Nobody's hitting anything. It's going to be 3 hours of just nobody.
Don't say that
hitting
because
anything.
I haven't rolled yet. So I want to make sure I hit this thing. So I'm going to roll to attack it.
Okay.
Goodbye, Shanoa.
Nat 20.
All right. Shanoa, please resist the temptation. Don't do it. It's just a Sturge. I know you have to dance both, but it's a Sturge.
You can do it.
I just want to pump a slide into it.
No
I
metagaming.
know.
No, you've never seen these things before.
Honestly, your surge coming up for the Sturge, just that makes perfect sense for you. Because the only other time you've done it is like you accidentally did it to, I think, a skeleton before. So now it's
Yes,
happening
But
to
I didn't have.
this
But I didn't have.
bloodsucker.
But I didn't have smite though.
No, well,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
exactly.
God.
I'm gonna fucking. smack
I'm
this
never gonna
thing.
get a nat 20 again.
Radiant.
For story reasons, this is how you learn you can do that. You
Yeah,
really
that
hate
sounds
mosquitoes.
great.
No, I'm gonna need it.
I hope I can get
No.
you a slot back.
Now I want to.
I'm not doing it.
Now I want that picture to put up that I sent to Kithwin today.
You sent me a picture. Oh no, I must not have seen it. Oh no,
Oh, it was a
the
video,
over
the
TikTok.
flurry of blows?
Yes.
Yeah. 14 points of damage.
So
It's actually
What are
50.
you hitting this thing with?
13, 14. What?
What are you hitting this with your sword?
15? Yes. So it's like
And you
15
have your shield
base.
out.
Yeah, it's 15 base damage plus
Okay.
plus 14.
8, so it's 23.
23.
It's still
23.
it's still alive. It's still alive.
Seriously, bonus action.
on another plane that you kicked it to.
The ghost plane.
Because Shanoa, I mean, so
It's an
for
Elysium.
instances like this, you guys should think of these grandiose ways in which you just want to demolish something. But this literally looked like, I would say somebody taking an overripened peach, tossing it into the air, and with their finest swing, hitting it with a baseball bat. It just splatted everywhere, including Endymion is covered in Sturge goo.
And his own blood.
You need to watch.
Yeah,
your
because it
step.
bit him, so it would be your own blood.
It vaporized. These Sturge, this Sturge
The
that you
worst
saw is
water
about a
balloon
snake.
ever.
It just exploded. It was gross.
This is an X Sturge.
Maybe I put a little too much into that swing.
I
We need to be
swear, if you were
careful. There might be
denying your
more.
powers still.
These things are so tiny.
Wow. I
Poor
didn't know
little
that
sturge.
in.
So
Is that it?
what are the odds that was the only one?
Malouk, or I'm sorry, Shino, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, just like look at the sword and like just look at all the blood just everywhere. Eh.
It's like
I
Mortal
mean,
Kombat. There's way
literally,
too much blood
Endymion's
for a
face
creature that size.
is dripping with goo.
I'll use my bonus action to kind of like wipe off his face.
Little circles around his eyes.
That was a close one. It almost got you.
Malooks, what would you like to do, sir?
I kind of see all that happen. I'm like, jeez.
You're not the only one that makes things explode.
Was that all of them? I kind of step forward and go, did we check around the corner? And I'm going to approach, and I do have a torch on me. So I do kind of like lean over, and it's not exactly great. I'll actually, you know what? I will step over here and look down southwards, and that way. So we got 40 feet of
Where did our
torchlight.
Where did our? I wish this had a different feature. It would be awesome.
This foundry auras, let me tell you.
Hold on.
We could get you in to use Foundry if you want to use that system instead of D&D Beyond.
So it's roughly
Oh,
like
good.
that's just the bright light. There's an extra dim light beyond that.
Right.
So
Let me do it. I wish there was. Oh wait, I wish there was a bigger round feature. I could just like do it.
Yeah,
Do
it's
it.
Foundry. Foundry has that.
Oops. I can't see. You're seeing too much. Boop. 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 Let's just give you that.
basically
Let's give you
that's
something like that.
the dim light.
Boop. Boop. You're right there. How about boop? Something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. That would work.
Alrighty. So nothing else coming from that direction, or
You can. Your passive is 12.
yeah. Yes, but I am actively looking at this point.
Yeah. No. Give me a perception check.
All right.
Not big. It's not a big deal. It's not even a big deal.
8.
You do see. Can you see that, Sturge?
Yes.
Okay. What the heck did that come from? Got a giant box.
That's the extra dim light.
Oh, I'm clicking on it. I don't want to click on it. I want to click on this
Yeah,
little dude.
it's stupid big. That's why I was just like,
Okay,
this is
so-
the area that's being lit up right now.
Basically, this little dude right here.
Uh-huh.
He detaches. He's in the midst of detaching from the ceiling and flying in your direction as you catch sight of him. That's what happened.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Cool. So I see him coming, and I go,
Abracadabra.
Yeah. I will. I would Tides of Chaos this, but nah. Does a 15 hit it?
Yes.
All right. This is just a standard Sorcerer's Burst. That's going to be 3 points of fire damage. I just kind of like look around the corner, see that thing, go, oh, well, there's at least another one. And just shoot a quick little firebolt.
So what? So what actually happens is, it basically looks like you lit a match for a second and then blew it out, and it just kind of little bit of smoke. That was about it.
And I just see that and I go, okay, I'm just gonna move back and use my last 5 feet to get right back here and be like, gesture forwards for the other folks.
No problem. So let's go up here. Releasing their grip. We're only going to get 2. I'm only going to get 2 in there. Releasing their grip of the corpse that they're feeding on. The ghouls make their way hastily towards the partially open door and Sabrina. So I'm going to put you there and in front of the doors in a box, And somebody roll me a random D20, please.
Sure. 11.
Cool. This one quite hasn't made it all the way over there yet, but it's coming. So that's 2. Oh, Shanoa. That reminds me. Okay, sorry. Sabrina. That is 2 natural 18s.
Those hit.
Plus 2. So those are dirty 20s. Plus 2. By the way, they're both biting at you. They are quite tired of chomping on older bones and trying to suck the marrow out. So that's 9, 11, 16. That's 16 points of damage total from 2 bites. Chomp, chomp. Piercing damage, if that matters. And then, Kithwin, you are up. So if my numbers are correct... Okay, never mind. Kithwin, it's your turn.
Can I just roll a quick perception to see if maybe I hear a commotion behind me? Are they making any noise?
No,
No?
This is, sorry,
Okay.
hold on. My mistake. You heard it, and Endymion, you heard something through the door that you were adjacent to. You
There was
heard
a scream. She did scream.
You did scream.
But that's
okay.
that's
Something
the
bites
2
me, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, it would be
Do not
Endymion
note the scream.
on that one side of the door with the higher roll, and then Kithwin on this side with the roll as well. That's what you guys. But you did hear something, Kithwin. Yes.
Kithwin immediately does her head count. Oh, fuck! And she turns around. Let me see how far away I am.
Not close enough.
35 feet.
35 feet. I could...
You can get to...
I can get there. I could dash, because I can use that little thingy and then dash, and then I'll still have at least an action.
Did you scream? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to dash in, so I can get at least in.
Okay.
And because hang on, let me mark off my key, because I can dash in.
No problem.
And then that'll be my bonus action. And then my action, shit. I can't take out my arms yet because I used my bonus action to get up here. So I'm just going to start punching.
You could dash as a main
Punch
action
away.
and then take out your arms. It's the same.
That is true. Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then actually, that was my main action was to dash, and I'll bonus action to bamf out my arms, which will do a little area attack damage. So let's see. They take
10 feet.
Yes. Let me roll.
no
It was
save.
2. I believe it was 2d4.
It's a dex save for the ghouls.
Yeah.
What was the
The
was
save.
it 14?
Hang on. That
think it's
was my.
I can look it up.
That I
I
have
thought
it here.
DC 13.
DC 13.
Oh, okay. So the top one doesn't make it. I'm going in that kind of diagonal order, A, B, C, just so you know. The top
Okay.
one didn't make it. The
Mhm.
the other two both made it.
So then only the top one takes damage.
Yeah,
So
And
that'll
that's
be
10, right?
3 points. It's 3 points 3 points force damage to the ones that failed.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that is unfortunately all I can do this turn because I was so far away. It took most of my turn just to get up there.
No problem.
And I'll
Endymion?
just roll.
Endymion, what would you like to do, sir?
And I hear this, right? I hear her. Both of them now. Scream.
You can definitely hear the muffled sounds of scuffling and some growling. Definitely familiar voices, or maybe
And
familiar.
I did scream fuck before I ran off. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you guys would notice that.
Okay, so I'll just mention it. So, what are the chances somebody went in there? I mean, I'm not. As if the door is open, like, can I just open it? If not, I'll have to unlock it, guys. Well, they apparently all got the fun, but
Open the door.
But yeah, I mean, if it's attempt to open it, but it's locked.
So as you attempt to open it, it is a closed door. The handle seems to start spinning in your hand.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just use my action to open the door all the way.
You can open. I'll let you open the door.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
All right, I'll just open.
As you are you going to open the door completely? Are you sneaking in? Are you looking in? You've basically turned the knob and pushed it an inch in. What else are you doing with it?
Oof, an inch in. Yeah, I'll just open it all the way where I'm standing without going in.
Not a problem. So as you open it all the way, creaking loudly open, you definitely see Kitwin and Sabrina across, being accosted by these 3 ghouls. Because you do have dark vision of 60 feet. I'm glad I looked at that. Let me go up here. Let me pop this open and just give you the whole
15,
room.
20. Okay, 20 feet.
Boop, 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 boop. So you moved about, what, 10 feet?
20. Those four squares, yeah. So I got 10 out of anything. Yeah. 4 squares, 5, 10, 15, 20. And then seeing that commotion, I'll just aim to hit.
I got you moved 15 feet. That's 5, 10, 15.
1, 2, 3. Oh, this one doesn't count? Because I was here. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well, if that's the route you want to take, then it's 20. But
oh, yeah, I could have gotten.
You can make a diagonal route.
I always forget that. Yeah, I'll take the diagonal for the 10.
Yeah.
And then swing open the door, seeing the commotion. I will just free action and attack with my bow. Like,
okay.
The closest one to the right of Kithwin.
Okay, so that would be C.
Okay, C. Got it. And that's 22 to hit. That hits her, or they?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So that'll be 11, and I'll be throwing sneak attack because teammate is next.
Sure.
Or 16 total.
16 total?
Yes.
Not a problem. He is still there, although half of his carcass is probably kind of falling off of him.
Then
but he's still there.
How far is that? 5, 10. I'll use my movement to come inside this way. And then bonus action. Yeah, because I'll just in my turn.
Sabrina, finally, all these people bum rush in to help you. What are you doing?
Silently hating everyone. So the entangle didn't work, or I hadn't cast it yet.
Hold on 1 second. It just started to come up. Hold on 1 second. See why I did that. Oh. So it was, where's the map? It was A and B who succeeded, and I purposely left C back because he failed.
And that square stays, right? Because that's difficult terrain
now. I just kind of think she put this little person thingy kind of right in that area. And it's 20 feet.
So like that square there?
It's a 20-foot.
That's 20 feet?
No, yeah. That would be fine. If that's where you want to put it. Sabrina.
Well, she would have aimed it in the middle of where they originally were. So if that's where they were, then yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Then Kithwood would be standing in difficult terrain.
She just got there.
Yeah, it's fine. I can be in difficult terrain. I'm not going to move a whole lot right now. That's fine.
No,
if that's where she wants it, I'm fine.
That's fine. You do your best work not moving around anyway. So
pretty much, yeah.
Except for this.
Okay, so that's just difficult terrain for them, and so I didn't grab onto them or strain them. Nothing. Okay. So I wanted to make sure. I don't really want to throw out that. How many do I have left? Oh, I don't have it anyway.
No, this one right here, C. So you have the top one above you is A. The next one is B. And the next one in front of Kithwin is C. That one is the one. That one is the one that's entangled.
Oh, if he failed, then he's stuck where he was, unless he passes a save after.
At the beginning of his.
Mm-hmm.
And if that was cast previously, then before they moved, they should have been in that entanglement.
Yeah, entangle. Make a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use this action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On success, it frees itself.
Right.
So my guess is it freed itself, but it used its action to do so.
Yeah, it didn't attack. It didn't. That's the only one that didn't attack anybody or do anything it was affected by. And then these guys ended up where they ended up. So.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to. I'll just make this easy. I will cast Witch's Bolt on the one that is directly in front of me, then Kithwin.
Get him.
Okay.
And that is a 2-hit, so let's see if I hit.
Good luck.
21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. And the damage for that one, only 10 points of lightning damage.
No problem.
But since it's Witch's Bolt, they stay, it stays connected, and I can roll damage again.
Correct.
But that does end the entangle.
Yes. No problem. It's
which one is marked?
This one right here. I'll put a little doodly hickey on him. There, he's got a doodly hickey.
Nice.
Doodly hickeys. doing doodly hickey things. Bonus action?
Sorry, I have a bonus action with Swarm of Bees. Could I throw that at the one to my that's above me?
That would be the third time today.
Oh, we're still the same day. Gods.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was like, 4
Yeah.
seconds
Literally
ago.
still
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and it
Then, yeah, I
resets
might
per
do it.
day, not per rest or anything. I know
yeah,
I got to
then
rewrite that, but
That's fine. Then that ends my turn.
okay. Good. So now I get to go back over here and go like that, go like this. That's it. Maluk's. You hear
Sorry, Indy. Where were you? I was trying to move the camera and I grabbed your token instead. Were you by the bed there? Okay, cool.
What about me? Yeah, you can get rid of that for now.
These guys are so small, they're hard to get. Oh no, all you hear is this little bat wings flapping in the breeze as they come into the hallway from down that little alleyway. Let's grab that.
Well, this is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 more of them.
15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Boop.
I get that reference.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can see a third one. Yep. And they can't do anything.
Oh, that's fine.
Nobody cares about you. We're gonna go back to the top of the order.
So
With Shanoa.
so hearing
With
all the-
Shanoa with the high rolls tonight.
Yeah. Hearing all the screaming, commotion, lightning bolting, and now seeing all these bugs come around the corner, Shanoa looks at Maluk's and is like,
I look at you, Chanel, and I go, oh, go. I got this.
okay. So
I'll be in a sec.
okay. Sorry to split.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Coming in the room, 20. Seeing all that commotion up there, I'll move the rest and then bonus action dash to get there.
Okay.
And I'm good.
And did you look at your
What did
Go
I
ahead.
look at my what?
Did you look at your player's character sheet? Something should
believe
have changed.
Yes.
Okay.
Something went up by 1.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Maluk's
right,
has got a triangle of death.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Seeing as these rat birds are coming around, I just kind of go step into like
Die
a
by
little area.
geometry.
Yeah, I just take like a good few steps and just go, all right, well, back up a bit. And I'm Dragonborn, Fire Breath. They need to make a DC 14. I believe it's Constitution saving throw. Let me look this up real quick.
It's a DC 14?
No, it is a DC 8 plus my con modifier, which is 4th, 12, plus my proficiency bonus 2, I believe. So it's DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Not a problem. They're pretty dexterous. So we're going to go...
That's fine.
A, that's B, and that's C. None of them make it.
None of them make it. They're each going to take 3 points of fire damage then.
Again, like tiny matches being lit and then blown out. Do me a favor, end up in a square for me.
Yeah. That was like mid movement as I
No,
just
no, no.
kind of stepped over and just as Chanel was running, I just go, all right, crack my fingers and then and just breathe out a cone of flame. And then as I head in, I just go, all right, we got a few more set. And then I just turn, see ghouls. Okay. And then I close the door behind me.
No problem. Door is closed.
So
Top door is
that's
still open.
let's see. That would have been 5, 10, 15. Seeing that all go on, I just go, all right, 20, 30, yes, and I'll put myself right there for positioning next time. But I don't have any bonus actions, so we're all good there. And that will end my turn.
Okay. We're gonna go with the ghoul's turn. So this one is the marked one. A and B back at Sabrina. And B hits. It doesn't oh, and Witch's Bolt doesn't give it disadvantage, never mind. With another bite. Although this bite is kind of, well, for 9 points of damage.
When Mr. B bites, Mr. B's gonna get a sword swing at him.
Yeah.
Oh, and
And
that is
Sabrina, you took 9 points.
I'm at,
Vincent.
Oh, okay. I thought you were frozen. Sorry about that.
So that will be
No,
at
I've just mastered the art of stillness.
this will be at advantage. So
Yep.
Oh, where'd you get
Give me a
advantage
nat
from
20.
there?
A dirty 20.
What's going on with you tonight?
It's
She's
a
a
dirty
paladin
20.
and there's undead.
Look, if I'm not gonna be able to
It's
use my
because you
smite,
started playing Fortnite.
I'm gonna use my signal. Damn it! So
That was good.
this thing's probably gonna explode. So it's because I
On
hate how
B?
it shows this. So it's going to be 12
They are
slashing
undead.
damage.
They
Yes,
are
I know.
undead. Okay.
Yes, I know. So it's 12 slashing damage, and then
Mm-hmm.
an extra 2d10. So 12 and 12, 24 damage to Mr. B.
Okay. Since he is, well, he, she, or other is facing away from you, what do you think this looks like as you cleave through? And as you're cleaving through, the image of Sabrina starts to appear.
As like
What
the
else does
bot
that look
just,
like to you?
slides down, she just looks at Sabrina and smiles and just kind of like does like a head nod.
Sabrina just kind of looks back with it's going to be this very sourpuss face. Like, I'm not lying. Like, it's like this very like,
Yeah. Damn it.
And then she just looks back like, the fuck. And then,
So that was a reaction. Rest of the ghouls' turns, I guess.
And Kitwin.
Yes.
Wait. No. Kitwin. Sorry. It's your
Yes.
turn.
It is my turn. Okay, cool. Well, I'm already here. I don't need to move nowhere. I guess it's a punching time. So action.
Smack.
Smack.
Smack, smack.
So sorry, my computer just glitched. 1 second.
That's okay. That's okay.
Bloop. There we go. Eesh. 11. I think that misses.
An 11 just barely.
Just barely
Just
misses.
barely.
So we're looking
Just
for
barely.
12.
Okay, so fuck it. We're gonna use another key point and flurry of blows this then.
And that's on our buddy
Red to punch.
C. That's a hit.
Turn him into a punch.
10, and I'm going after the one closest to me, between me and Genoa. So that'll be the first one on them, and then I'm gonna try and hit him again.
Wait. Hold on a second. You're talking about this guy right here, right?
The one between me and Genoa, yeah.
The guy,
It's 10.
the guy in. Oh yeah, the guy in with the little green ring around him.
Uh-huh.
With
Mr.
that-
C.
With that first hit
Mhm.
into him, not so dramatic as a goblin exploding, but definitely like punching into an overripened watermelon as it drops to the ground.
I don't like how his skull cracked. Okay. I flurried a blow, so I have another punch, and I'll just kind of go over here next to Sabrina.
You have reach. You don't have to.
Actually, you are correct. I don't have to. It is within my reach. Thank you. I'm used to playing a rogue with knives where I have to be up close and personal.
With your astral arms.
Yep. That's 15, so that hits, I believe.
That definitely hits.
And that's an 11.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Well, if it could bruise, it would have a bruise, but they don't really bruise. They just kind of like that peach that somebody put their thumb in just one too many times while checking it out to see if it's firm. Just nice rotten punch marks in its sides, but it's still standing. Endymion, I'm sorry, Kitswin, if that's your end of your turn.
So the guy with the green ring is gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just a blob on the floor. Endymion?
Reach me with
Yeah, I'll bonus action steady aim. Going with the -5 to hit the last one next to the north of.
Yep. So you get advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
So close to net 20.
Yeah, that
Oh, no,
that shot's at,
18.
that
It's
just
still
so
really
you know,
good.
just so you know that shot is at disadvantage, so it would just be.
Oh, okay, I was right. Okay. Oh, even better.
Yeah, that's fine. No, you hit it. You hit it. Don't even worry about it. You hit it.
No, but it was.
I'm not taking that away from you. Don't worry about it.
Like the
Well,
first number would have hit it regardless.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
Roll your stinking sneak attack, Sneaky.
because I was about to be like, oh, should I fetch with it with the elven accuracy? So, hold on, let me click this so it gets rid of it. Okay, so it'll just be normal. So that's 18 plus 10 for 28.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sabrina.
Yes.
as this arrow closely flies by your head, just navigating its way in between the arms of Kitwin's astral projected hands, and right by your head, taking out the last ghoul. What kind of remark would you possibly have to say to somebody taking out the last ghoul?
I love you all very much. Is Lily above game telling you this right now?
Hey, we love you too. Fucking go for it. Get us. Do it.
But God, can't you guys just back the fuck off?
None of us heard that.
I know. I heard it.
I heard part of it.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
How is it that I got away from you for the 10 seconds and somehow you burst in like every freaking time? Nothing. Oh God, I should have shrieked. I have pain management skills. Why did I shriek?
You wanted to solo this? Is that what you're saying?
I wanted to try something, something that's just not me standing in line waiting for you guys to finish it up. Just something, anything that I could at least say mine. That's what I wanted. You guys were busy. This wasn't a big deal. I had an easy exit. The fucking door was there. I got caught off guard, but I had it handled. And if I died, that's my fault.
Okay. Hey guys, can we get the doors? I think we need a break. We need a break.
Oh my God, you are not my mother or my big sister. You are my friend. You are also half my size. Stop trying to mother the situation. Every 2 seconds you're checking on me. I don't need you to check on me. I need you to trust me. None of you actually do.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. No, that's fine. So what you're telling me is the next time you shriek in pain and you're being eaten by ghouls, you want me to just ignore that and just let them eat you?
I want you to trust that I have it handled. That's what I want. I want someone to just trust that I have it handled.
Okay. Next time you're getting eaten by ghouls, I will trust that you have it handled.
Thank you. And that goes for everyone.
Babe, that was sarcasm. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
Look, I understand maybe you're a little frustrated that some of your magic hasn't been hitting. I've noticed. You're still learning. You're still like, I'm getting used to shit too. I don't have to do anything as complicated as you do. All I have to do is punch things. Your shit's more complicated. I get it. But like, you could have just said, "Hey guys, I want to try this room out by myself. Whatever you hear, don't come in. I got this," and I would have been like, "Cool."
Person in this party that would have listened.
Sorry, above game. What was that?
I'm not talking about you, Malux. And Shanoa, stop lying to yourself.
Seeing all this goes on, Shanoa puts the sword back in, takes a deep breath, and just walks over to Sabrina and just grabs her by the robe.
Straps, collar, whatever.
Straps, making sure not to grab any of the knives or all the pokey things.
Careful.
Look, I've already dealt with one person who had a death wish when we were out here. I'm not dealing with someone else. We are trying to help. Whatever you're going through, we're going through the same thing. We're not leaving you to die. Ugh. Look, if we're going to make this through, we all need to work together. We'll figure out what's going on, but God damn it, don't have a death wish. Not on our watch. Okay. And she just lets go.
Above game, if Brian hears this, I am not talking shit. This is just in character. Do not do me the complete disrespectful disservice of comparing me to him. Okay? He abandoned us. He just fucked off when things got a little difficult. He killed you. Okay? I am not out here trying to kill you. I'm not trying to get myself killed. I just want to see what I can do. I can't figure that out. If you guys barge in every 3 seconds, I'd never even get a chance to test out what I can do. It's over before I have a chance. I just want to see, how am I supposed to get better? I don't have some crazy shit going on that's going to just magically show me the road to improve myself. I have to figure this shit out on my own.
And I'm sorry, there's only so many herbs I can grab. There's only so many spells I can read. I need to do something.
Okay, and we will find opportunity. We'll help you and support you in finding opportunities for you to do that. But for God's sake, I only ran in because I didn't know what happened. I just heard a shriek and then saw things eating you. And I'm sorry, the crazy shit that's going on with me is my mom is dead and in a piece of wood. That's not fun for me.
I never said it was fun, but it's still something to guide you, something to give you an idea of what you're going to do.
They're not
Some of us
talking
don't
to
have
me.
that.
They're not guiding me. I got a grandma coming down and said, "Oops, you're special. Deal with it," and then walked off. None of us have a guide. Everybody who had something going on with them, nobody has a guide. Now, I can't relate to you on your magic stuff. You know, the only person who could probably help you with that is Maluk's, and you just told him not to say anything.
I said I wasn't talking about him.
Well, maybe you should talk to him. You guys have a lot in common.
As that has been going on, Maluk's puts a hand on Endymion's shoulder and says, I'm gonna go make sure there's no more the flying rat things. I'll keep the door open in case. And he'll go step outside and sing the next one. And it will basically be pest control outside.
It's like not my problem.
You're muted.
I mean, you want to roll an insight, Sabrina? You're free to do so.
No,
Hold on one second. So, Sabrina, do me a favor, and was that your turn with your talking, or did you want to do something else? Okay.
Probably.
Then
I'd like
it
to
would-
cast Meltdown.
So Maluk's, I'm gonna back you up.
That's fair. I could put myself back where I was.
No, you can be at the door.
Okay.
But as you approach the door or start to open the door or start to put your hand down toward, you hear
just
the
put the cloud there.
fluttering
It's
and
fine.
scratching at the door. That door opens inward towards you, by the way.
Okay. Then I'm just going to, without making as big of a fuss as possible, Mage Hand, have it open the door, and then just Sorceress Burst the first sturge I see.
Okay. What do you? I'm sorry. What are you doing? Sorcerer's Curse.
Sorcerer's Burst.
Yeah.
It's a 25 to hit, and to not draw too much attention to myself, it's going to be psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, at 3 points.
Let me pan out and grab him.
So I just point at this thing, and its little brain gives up, and it just falls.
It pops. You know,
it does. No, it does not pop. It just falls. It ceases and then just hits the ground.
Well, what do you? Okay, so what else are you doing? It's on the ground.
Seeing it's dead,
Mm-hmm.
so I shut its brain off with psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
look
got
around.
little-
Are there any more sturges coming?
Not that you can see.
All right, I will step outside and kind of not fully close the door, but like definitely bring it in a bit behind me.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn out there.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do for right now, for game's sake, is I'm going to take you out of initiative order, following those little Sabrina's event. Let me do that. Okay. What would you guys like to do?
Kith is just going to end the conversation with, listen, I want to support you however you want to be supported. So you just let me know how you want that to be. All right? I'm just going to give you some space. And then Kith just kind of walks off and just goes and sits on one of the beds.
Okay.
Shanoa
Pretty much.
will kind of like haphazardly kind of like shoulder check Sabrina as she goes over to shut and secure that door.
The door behind her?
Yes.
Okay.
And then just goes and just sits on the bed.
Is their body still on the ground from the ghouls?
Yeah, there. So hold on, let me do something really cool. Yay me. I did something. So basically, this looks like some type of an old quarters. Old stone bunks in orderly rows line the walls of this chamber. A corroded iron brazier, looks to be full of coals, stands near the middle of the room. The scattered bones, you don't need to check for it. It looks about a half a dozen smaller humanoid, and there's some other scattered bones in there of a taller humanoid, lie strewn about, and they're still clad in scraps of armor, some leather armor and stuff like that. And it looks like it could be, an adventuring crew of some sort. Anything? Endymion?
Yeah, I like to approach this way. Where was the guy shot? Oh, in this area, and then because I want to attempt to recover some arrows, so it's half.
Okay. How many did you shoot?
3, so it's like 1.
Shoot one more.
I just need
shoot one more, and then you get 2.
Ignore potential love interests, mental problems, gets arrows. This is the most man thing I've ever heard of.
It's because I was gonna. All right, so if there is, I'm gonna like pluck it out and like wipe it on my pants and just casually say, I wasn't looking at the ghouls. And I'm just gonna move over here. Can I investigate these beds? Trying to find some springs.
I wish I knew that bed.
That looks like a pretty comfy pillow.
I think the crimson butterfly just flew into the lamp, fried, and died. Are you serious?
Went into the bug zapper.
Right?
While that's happening, can I grab a tooth or a nail from one of the ghouls? I can't hear you.
You're muted, Ken.
100%. There are gross kind of remnants of what's left. What I'll say is that there's at least two of the 3 that kind of, they still kind of resemble ghouls. The other one was kind of like shit showed in half, but yeah, you want to pull some fingernails or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, she gets out some pliers and she just pulls out a tooth and a nail, and then kind of just puts it in a little like cloth and puts it in her bag.
She has pliers.
In my kit, they're like tweezers type things. They're not that cool.
Yeah.
1 second, real quick. There is screaming going on.
Using some of the old tattered bed sheets, I want to like clean off like the ghoul splatter and mosquito guts off the sword.
Well, Endymion seems to like them, but
that's that bed.
The scourge guts on his face still there.
Yeah.
Kitwin, is there anything special you're doing?
She went and sat on the bed because she was like, I need to give them space, and I also need to give myself space because I might say something I don't want to say because it's going to be hurtful, and we don't do that. we're a good girl. We don't say hurtful things to our friends.
So, I do want to
And-
point out. I do want to point out, Kithwin, that it is completely dark in there.
I did take the light with me.
Maluk's.
Oh.
You may see this. You may see like this little tiny sliver of light underneath the southern door, but other than that, it's dark.
Well, Luke's probably left. He was at that door. I should probably go check on him.
Probably.
I just kind of do. I like fumble. Maybe I run into Endymion. Sorry.
You
I
slip
just-
on ghouls.
There's a bunch
Ah.
of bones in there.
Just give me a random. Just give me a
He
random.
just said there's a shit ton of bones.
Random D20. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Let's see if I make it to the door. Let me roll a random D20.
I know it has one little
Call it a
spot
dex check.
of bones, but
Acrobatics.
It was almost it was going to land on 13, and then it just rolled over to the 5.
you kind of stumble your way through. You know, you kick a couple of things that you probably don't want to know what they are, but you make it over to the door. The little light passing through, you can barely make it out. Grab the doorknob. What you doing?
I'm just gonna open the door and then quickly close it behind me as I pop back out.
Okay. Standing to your right as you walk out. Maluk's, what you doing?
If there were any more Sturges, we don't have to roll this thing, but if there were any more Sturges that were coming our way, I'm assuming I would have taken some time and just popped them as they were coming along.
Yeah, they're as of right now. Again, it probably here we can give you this. The sounds, the normal sounds of this cave are still emitting, and as Kithwin is opening and closing the door, about that same time, maybe just a second or two afterwards, that kind of the shock wave and the sound, that thundering kind of sound that you've been hearing before kind of comes through the wave echo cave again. And you guys can feel this kind of pulse of energy of kind of coming through you.
But yeah, as the door kind of opens and closes right next to me, kind of look over, see no one at like my shoulder area. Just go, hey kid.
Hey, sorry about the yelling. I know you don't like that. You okay out here?
Yeah, no, everything's fine. I'm just sitting there holding like a torch kind of at waist length and just looking ahead a bit.
No,
I'm fine.
Okay, that's good. I didn't know if you needed to come out here for some air or what. It's really dark in there without you in there, because the light and stuff.
Yeah.
You'll answer me straight. Am I too much of like a mom friend? Do I need to start backing off?
I give her a look. No offense. I don't see you as a mom. Although I'm gonna be real with you, I have nothing but respect for moms. So
So you don't see me as a mom, so you have no
Well-
respect for me. That's a joke.
No,
Don't
no.
take that too serious.
no, I have a different like area of respect for you guys. So, but I mean, I understand that a little bit in there that yeah, you do want to look out after the rest of your folks and everything like that. I say as I like kind of start to poke my head forward a bit, like looking up and down the hallways. But I mean, it
I don't know how else to be.
you just try to let
people be.
But sometimes they're in pain. I don't like when people are in pain.
Sometimes
Most people gotta feel pain. That doesn't mean you should be completely lacking empathy or anything like that. It's just, I guess, what I gotta say is, I think I know where she's coming from. Maybe a little bit. Maybe not the direct angle or approach or anything like that, but
Well, then maybe you're the better person to try and help her then. I mean, you guys kind of have magic stuff going on. I don't know, maybe you'll have a better angle at talking to her or something.
yeah. I take a few more steps out a bit. I would like to make a perception check. Seeing
Yes.
as it's fallen a little bit quiet aside from the waves every 2-ish minutes.
Yep.
I am listening for the movement of more creatures in the area.
Yeah, that would be awesome for you to give me a perception check on that.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, actually, let me look something up real quick before I do that. Okay. I'm going to look at Kithwin and say, "Do you want to help me with something?"
Oh, yeah, of course. What's up?
okay.
He leans over, puts a hand on her shoulder, brings it back. Let me look up the components for this spell. I just want to make sure I'm giving this the appropriate things. I look at you, and I speak a word, and with that, you see the hand split in the air. One hand goes and puts 2 fingers on your forehead. Another goes to his own. And I will twin enhance ability on the both of us. So that's going to use up 2 sorcery points. And with that, I'm giving us wisdom because perception is based on wisdom. And with that, we both get advantage on perception checks. It lasts as long as I have concentration on it for an hour.
Wow,
So yeah,
the vision
your
is clear.
senses, like gain a little bit more awareness around you.
Okay, I don't know if this is just sudden paranoia or what, but
That room is awful corpsey, and I just want to scout out the immediate areas because I feel like they're trying to hunker down.
should we let them know that we're doing that, or
Timmy knows I stepped out.
We're
And we
gonna.
have the light. They know we're out here.
Okay.
okay? We shouldn't go too far away then.
She'd be fine.
That's a natural 20 for 22, by the way, DM.
No. You don't really hear anything.
Not hearing anything, I kind of make my way down towards the corner and like poke my head around.
Hold on 1 second.
No worries. It's just one of those. I'm getting a feel like we just fought a bunch of things down here. We made some noise, caused some lights and stuff like that. So I'm just like, all right, did we attract any attention? Because if we want to bed down, the worst thing to do is to do so where like a noise was created.
So you were specifically listening for noise.
I specifically listened for noise before I poked my head around the corner.
No problem. Let me do this really quick. It might be that you hear the
slime.
the faint sound of gnawing again. But it sounds like it's quite far away.
Okay. With the light on me, can I see anything up this hallway?
Yeah, hold on one second.
No worries.
While I'm doing that, um, we'll just use this really quick. Chanel, what else are you doing? You guys have looked around that room in there.
Upgraded.
There's nothing of any value whatsoever. 40 feet.
Yes.
So
That's 20.
about how
And
long has transpired?
I'll give it 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, by the way, Kitwin, while you were standing in the standing at that doorway talking to Malukes, I just want to let you know that
Just a
you
second.
now
She
have
moves.
surge guts on your foot.
All right. Well, she didn't catch that because her computer crashed, so she'll be right back.
Okay.
So after cooling off on the bed, Shanoa will get up, not really look at Sabrina, but just kind of like cold shoulder walk past her.
Okay.
When she gets to Endymion, she'll just look at him like, you probably should go talk to her. I'm going to go see what the other two are getting into. But you probably need to go talk to her.
Yeah, I was just.
She probably needs to listen to you now. And she'll pat him on the shoulder as she goes past.
Okay.
Don't get scared. And then she'll go out the door and probably get to about there.
Okay. Are we back with? We're not. I really want to wait for
She's on her way back.
for you guys out in the hallway.
Do we want to do an intermission?
Do you two inside want to do anything?
Yes. We were gonna have a conversation, but it can wait till after intermission.
Okay, so while we're Kitwin just popped back in.
Yeah, 'cause I was just gonna finish cleaning myself.
Well, I was gonna say, it's whatever. I just thought to give her time to get back in.
Yeah, no, I get it. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go with Sabrina and Endymion inside there, and let's do what we can do with them. And as soon as they are done, we'll go to intermission.
I got this. Oh, I'm moving first. All right. See,
I should have
at this
cast
point-
bless on him as I went past. Yes, that's what I did. No, I'm not gonna do that.
It's okay. Yeah, I'll just finish cleaning myself up for sure, and I'll walk this way. I'll stop here and be like, "Oh, that's right. I'll light this up." We're prestidigitation. So 10 feet away.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. Hey, I have an accent and a tongue ring. It's not that great.
Sex time.
Easy.
Honestly,
Listen.
I have none of those things and I still say it wrong. You're fine.
And then
Art.
I'll use it multiple times to kind of manipulate it so it's dimmer than it should be. Down. And I'll walk back here and I'll just be real quickly. So all that for over a book that you don't even know it's real or not.
I'm not dumb enough to think that I could actually get a ghoul friend from a tooth. It's just a souvenir.
So what was the outcome then if you couldn't beat them, join them? Ghoulie adventures.
Is this your attempt at being charming?
No, if I wanted to be charming, I would have opened up with how beautiful you are. But that's a whole different subject now, isn't it?
Right, because you always talk to me like that. In fact, I think that's the first time you've ever referenced my physical appearance to me in any way, shape, or form outside of nice.
That nice was so real.
Right. Because knowing me, that's one thing I care about, right? Just how pretty you happen to be. You're yelling at yachts. Oh, nobody understands me. I'm gonna throw a tantrum over here. But you stay kind of quiet when it's all like, oh, look, it's Andy. He's up to stealing. He's up to no good. Where'd he go? Probably stealing and looking in windows.
She'd kind of just like look up at that in this very like frustrated like countenance. I don't know if you caught on or something from like the last week and how I've been acting or not acting. I don't know. But right now it's not the time. I wanted to hear you call me beautiful 5 days ago. I don't want to hear that right now. I am, along with you, covered in God's know what. And I just want to take down my notes so that next time I run into a ghoul, I have a better idea of what to do.
I like how that's the only part you heard. Well, maybe this is you're down there looking at them. Maybe you see how they're supposed to be killed then.
Right. Because you're so great at killing things. That's such a wonderful thing to be expert at. Last I checked, we've all killed something at one point or another. And honestly, if I'm yelling at other people and everything that I'm saying, don't think that you're excluded from what I was saying. Everything I said was to you too.
I never said it wasn't. I'm just saying, if you're over here just, I don't know, doing doing something, I don't might as well get good, right?
Do you think through the sentences before you say them, Endymion? I remember you having a much better vocabulary back home. Though lately, you don't talk. You let everybody railroad you. Everyone just bosses you around. You've literally just become, hey, unlock this door, man. You are immensely talented, proven every time you act, outdo everyone and get a kill. But yet you just go along with everything. I don't know where anyone gets off giving me shit for acting up or whatever, when all of you might benefit from acting up a little.
Acting up or acting out? Oh, so is that what it is? Well, we'll see. Well, next time you need a door open so you can charge in. Let's see how you do that too then.
Don't worry, I can open my own doors. No. I'm done with this. So just go find the others. I'm sure there's some other wonderful room to find something else you guys can destroy.
Oh, that's fine. Make sure you go out to that door, not the one I opened then.
So
Just rolls her eyes and goes out that door.
So what
Did
door are
you
you
find
leaving?
a couch to sleep on?
When I came in from.
Not a problem. Endymion, what are you doing? Endymion?
What I do best.
We're not there to tell you, bruh. You're gonna do whatever you're gonna do.
You were doing a bang up job.
I'm
as
glad
is.
Hides in the room. Okay.
You are. You know what? You have successfully stealthed your way into a completely empty room.
I'm gonna hide with my feelings for a bit.
Are you just standing right there?
No.
That's what I'm asking you. Or are you moving?
Yeah, I'm moving. So I was saying,
Okay.
how much are we moving first, and then the breakers? I was like, where did that come from?
Sure. You're standing at that door. You're going out the door.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's just do this first. Sabrina, as Endymion turns to walk away, you give him that, you know what you kind of did look, fed up, grab the doorknob, open the door, start to take a step out, and that is standing in front of you.
And are we doing our intermission there, or do I do something?
No, I'm gonna put you at the door, holding the door open, and it's there. And here's where we're going to take a quick 5-minute intermission.
It's all yours, Sabrina. It's all yours.
I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Well, welcome back. And guess what we're going to open?
I
Yes.
pray it's something
the
that
infamous.
supplement-
It's the infamous. What the hell are these things called? A fortune cookie. It's the infamous fortune cookie of fate that will determine the rest of the party's outcome for the rest of the night. All right. And this one is for the party. You will be showered with good luck. Not bad.
We're gonna need it.
Not bad.
Yeah,
All
somebody needs
right.
a very cold shower.
So when we left off, after defeating Sturges, literally like the raid can, just killing them.
Pure psychic damage. Dead.
Splitting ghouls in half, punching them into just oblivion. And then I think a very well-timed, I'll say outburst is probably a better word for it, from Sabrina, and wanting to figure things out, and her friends rescuing her as friends would normally do, but things happen. Endymion needing to learn a little bit about the opposite gender, and how to just walk away, bro. Just walk away. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong all the time. It's fine. And then Sabrina storming out the door, opens the door up only to find our friend that's been stalking them for quite some time.
You can take care of this. You can handle it.
The orcry jelly. But what I will do, you basically open the door. This thing is just sitting there. That's all I'll say about it. It just is, it's there. As you open the door. What I would like you to do though is roll initiative.
Now we get a freaking nat 20.
Oh, good.
23.
15. Okay. So what I want to do is this. Neither one of you basically are going to get a surprise round from it. But having the nat 20, what would you like to do with the doorknob in your hand as you open the door and see this thing? Close the door. And you this would be a turn for you. You close the door, and then what else?
After I close the door, or after Sabrina closes, she'd kind of just stand there for a second and be like, of course. Yeah, well, I knew the price I'd have to pay. And Demian's not in the room, right? He left.
He left. You're just gonna stand there, no movement?
I think she's gonna try to like open the door again to see if it moved. Like creak it open to see if it moved.
It's still there. It's very much still there.
And close it. And she lets close the door and just kind of starts moving away from the door. Just like,
we're here to talk about our Lord and Savior Uzus.
Go ahead and move. Go ahead and move yourself where you would like to be.
Jehovah's Witness.
Well, your normal movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's about
You have 30 feet movement, right?
So I was here. 1, 2,
You'd be
4.
here.
So I think about
Something like that.
about there.
Sure. That's where you want to be. Give me a perception check with advantage. Okay,
Oh, plus info.
that's fine.
12.
That's fine. It's relatively close. It's not a big deal. What you hear is you're not hearing a door open. Okay, you don't hear the door open, but what you hear is as if somebody was leaning on a door, and you hear that kind of the creak and that weight being forced onto an old door, possibly the hinges just kind of holding tight for a second. um I'll give this to you. As you kind of glance back at this obvious kind of sound that's happening, you see through the small cracks, not only underneath the door but at the bottom of the door a little bit, but mostly underneath. This thing kind of bloop, 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 underneath the door, and that's its movement. Uh, um, can I presume you're just going to keep on going?
Yeah, she's gonna look at it and just like,
F this thing,
nope,
I'm out.
nope, no, fuck this.
Okay.
And she's just gonna walk out.
Okay. If you're just going to walk out, go ahead and put yourself outside with Endymion. And are you closing the door?
I was gonna say,
Yes.
those of us who
Okay.
were outside probably could have taken some actions during all of that.
No, we're good.
Damien, don't say anything. If you
We're
value
good.
your life, don't say anything.
He can say something. It's okay. Like the reaction won't be so bad.
Remember, these are these two simultaneous events going on.
So like when Endymion came out, like I'm just like gauging like his facial expressions, and it's just like probably just a blank look, like
And meanwhile, Melissa has looked
Yeah.
back and seen Shinoa come outside, and then hears like Endymion, and then another set of footsteps. It's just like,
I guess we're all coming out of the room now. I don't know, man.
bloop, 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 bloop.
Our friend is in the room,
you know,
and he
like,
can
I
go
was
through the
trying to
wooden
give
door.
him- I was trying to give him a moment, but I don't like he has no expression on his face.
Which friend is coming through?
The
Endymion?
Uzi one.
What?
oh,
Oh, you didn't want to take care of it?
Not
That's
now.
ooze, not. That's ooze. I don't want ooze.
You want undead. I'm
guys,
literally making a mental note.
guys, it's
Also,
Not now.
Oh, we can have this out in the
No.
hallway again if you want. We can make more noise and attract more things to us.
well, speaking of business, that'll be 2 silver. Since you graciously complimented how amazing my skills are, it's 2 silver to go through the open door tool.
She does throw it at you.
Maluk's size reaches into a pocket, pulls out one of the loose stones he's been collecting, casts light on it, and with his mage hand, he floats it down that away and just goes, "Guys, come on." Please, let's not just sit there and bicker about everything.
Here, you can take the rear.
And with, let's say, so yeah, Maluk's is gonna sit there for a bit, and as Kithwin goes past, hands her the torch.
Thanks.
I gesture ahead. I go, "Be careful." I heard some more gnarly noises down that way. I point off northwards. I go, but you could check out that hallway that splits off from that side. See if there's anything else there, real quick.
So you think there is more undead in here somewhere?
I wish to use my spidey sense. How many more do I have? Can I detect any fiendish or undead presence within 60 feet of us? You're muted.
Hold on, let me pan out. Well, let's see.
60 is
Shinono's-
about to the edge of that fog of war.
So
I'll go
right
to about
Shinoa-
there.
Shinoa's right there. That's 60 feet. That's 60 feet. No, nothing. Your spidey senses are tingling, but it's not a directed anything.
Okay.
But where you are, Shinoa, what I can tell you is that you are starting to hear the faint sounds of again that kind of crunching on bone kind of sound. So that's 5,
Similar
10,
to
20,
earlier sounds.
5, 10, 50. Yes, very similar. And that's your range of sight for now.
Let's see.
Has it been more than 10 minutes in game? Would my arms still be up or would they have gone down?
I don't think it's been 10 minutes.
So you have 2, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys have used just about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. So 3 minutes.
Okay, so they're still up then.
Yeah, it might be. I may have not checked a box, but it looks like it's about 3 minutes or so.
As I'm sitting there with my like kind of low key telekinesis holding this light rock ahead of me, I look over towards Endymion and I go, "Hey, can you go back up Shinoa, please, just in case there's anything they might need up there." I'll be back here. I know how to distract these things. I'll be fine.
All right, so you're just gonna go ahead this way then.
And then, like, as the Endymion passes by, there's a brief moment where he makes eye contact with Sabrina, and then he's absolutely the first one just to break that eye contact and just go back to like focusing on the rock.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't say or suggest anything to her.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just, I can take care of this if you need.
What, the bugs?
Well, I meant the ooze guy. I think it took care of the bugs.
Oh wait, never mind. She never saw the bugs. I wouldn't know anything about the bugs. Retract.
There were a few carcasses left over.
You want me to go ahead?
If you want to.
Shinoa.
Uh,
You guys keep changing order down here, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Shinoa really, really quick, and then it'll be Sabrina, Kithwin, Endymion, Maluk, Sabrina, Kithwin, Shinoa, Endymion, Maluk. So Shinoa, let me just give you all this little area that you're in. The eastern wall of this chamber has collapsed into a mass rubble. The north. To the north, a door stands ajar, leading to a good-sized storeroom. Dusty kegs and tunes are tucked neatly against the wall. All of them are split open from age. So if you're looking in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I will ping another. Is there any undead or evil presence in there?
There's nothing still within 60 feet of you.
Okay. I open the door. Well, you said it was slightly ajar, right?
Yeah. That's pretty much what you see. Your passive is 13.
I guess I'll just do kind of a Investigation, just kind of like scanning.
Okay. Well, you're passive. One thing you notice when you kind of push into the door through the door, um, the door again has a rudimentary door and lock system on it. But there's no kind of a key or anything. But looks like there's something to lock it.
Okay.
Other than that, these quite heavy barrels and casks and stuff like that are. There's really nothing that from what you've given me. There's really nothing.
Okay.
Let me go to. Hold on one second. Let me go back down here. Sabrina, what are you doing?
She's probably just kind of inching forward.
Okay.
Not really sure she's gonna follow Endymion. She's kind of just sticking around with Maluk's at this point.
Okay. Kithwin, what are you doing?
I'm following close behind Shanoa.
Okay. You did hear the door creak a little bit, though. I just want to let you know that when you opened the rest of the door, Shanoa.
Okay.
Endymion, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. Try to get.
Okay.
25, 30. There we go.
No problem. And Maluk's, what you guys doing?
I continue to stay back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, I go. I continue to stay back. As Sabrina does kind of make her way a little closer. He's just got his focus on the rock, is just waiting for Ozus Jones to come around the corner and just try to lead him away.
Is that where you wanted it, or did you want it farther down?
I have it there for now. Like there's
Gotcha.
more dim light beyond that,
Gotcha.
but it's like I'm holding that concentration there so I can kind of like a cat with a laser pointer lead it off in a different direction at the very least.
Yep.
But that's like the max range for my mage hand at the moment.
I gotcha. So you know what? Let's just get this over with, because this is going to happen no matter what.
Since I can kite this guy if need be.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's an 11 and an 11.
Oh boy, 11.
It's an 11 and an 11.
Hey, it's Skyrim's release date.
And yeah, so as the thing basically comes out and starts glorping after it,
Yeah. It's going towards it.
I look over at Sabrina. I'm gonna be real with you. This could be an easy target. It's slow as hell. But do you want to? Do we just not want to deal with this?
With my luck, I'll probably end up getting hurt just casting the spell.
Yeah, I know that feeling. And he, with Mage Hand, he just kind of like directs it to flick the rock down the hallway opposite.
So you kind of want to put it down here somewhere.
Yeah, so it goes bouncing that way, and as that happens, he just kind of like waits for a second to make sure it continues to fall after.
Also, I have spell slots. So
there you go.
We're
going that way.
I've got a few left, but sorcerer shit.
We're going that way. Yeah, you do see it taking off that direction.
Okay. We sit there for like a couple seconds watching it leave, and
it is slow as heck.
I tilt my head in her direction. I go, I'm sorry, by the way.
What are you apologizing for, Maluk? I said I wasn't talking to you.
Walk away, bro.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I guess I'm just over apologizing again. Sorry. No. It's been a long day. We hiked all this distance. We found this place. Hopefully, the others can find a good place for us to shack up for the night.
I'm sure wherever we sleep will be fine.
Yeah.
You notice her take out she puts away her wand and just kind of palms 2 daggers since she is out of magic.
Mhm. I only just got one of these as well. He pulls out the dagger he got from the Red Brands a while back. It's probably not as good as yours, but you'll have to teach me how to use this sometime. If you're up for that.
Alex, I know you're trying to like do that thing that anyone in your position would try to do, but it's not that I don't want to bond, is that this is just not the moment.
No, you're right.
I have no issue. Look, I have no issue with anyone here that's beyond another screaming match. We've known each other since forever. It's not the first time God, I can't believe I made fun of her height again. It's not the first time I've acted this way. It's been a minute. I had been doing better, but I'll handle it. I just need you guys to trust me that I'm dealing with it. Okay? I'm not gonna fuck off and leave us. I'm not gonna try to kill any of you. It's just let me deal with this the way that I want to deal with it.
Yeah. There's a moment where it looks like he's about to start a sentence, and he just kind of stops for a second, thinks about it. Well, tell you what. If you want, you can hang out with me and make sure Uzi Oosborn doesn't try to 180 and come back for us.
I'm sure that if I throw my dagger, it'll go right through.
Yeah, these things can take quite a bit of damage, and I've got to patch up Shanoa's clothes later. If she wants me to.
I'm sure she will.
But well,
So you guys want to move up, or what do you want to do?
After I watch the jelly for a bit, just to make sure it kind of goes, it's light into the corner, and I just look at her and go, we should probably catch up with the others to make sure that they're not getting themselves killed.
She follows.
Okay. Are you guys going up with Endymion and
Yeah.
Giswin? Okay.
It's poke my head around the corner, I see the torch light that Kidwin's holding.
Yeah.
To know it's light speed.
Whoa.
It was also muted, by the way.
Yes.
So what else you guys doing?
As I'm running around like an idiot. Look, I think this is probably, without backtracking all the way to the entrance, I think this probably, if we need a breather. This is going to be our best bet.
Okay,
We can probably fortify the door with some of these barrels.
Yeah, I could use a good nap at the very least.
I don't know if we can. I don't know how your all's companions work, but maybe if we put one in the hallway just to kind of watch.
FYI, we've had another blue screen over here.
And the face that's frozen on our screen is perfect, yeah.
Yeah. She's on her way back.
She's just thinking real hard about your question.
Yeah.
Go in, or were we still free movement? Were you saying something about companions?
Well, I don't know. Didn't you have a bat and
Yeah.
an owl?
Yeah, I mean, she speaks to me in my face, like to my head, you know, like you mean leave her out like a guard, you know, just
Yeah,
see if
something
anybody
like a
wants by.
sensory.
Yeah, I mean that could work because then I can just unsummon her before, unless they sneak up on her. But
Patrick, can you share your screen for the map?
Yeah. Let me where
let's see.
present share screen. This one here.
Sorry, guys. I'm back.
That's okay. That's okay. Are you guys all going into that room? Okay.
I see people heading into that room. I look back down the hallway, back the other way. I'm guessing there's no one else in there.
Probably find a place to rest.
Well, if it's dry, that's good. Then yeah, we can shack up here for the night. Yeah, I'll head inside and check. Like, this looks like it's a storeroom of some sort.
Yeah, it looks mostly like a storeroom. These barrels and casks that are around, they are a lot of them are split. Whatever contents that were inside of them is long gone. Whether it was a liquid or maybe maybe it was wine in a cask, but now it's it's the foulest smelling vinegar grossness that there is.
It's a 22 as I'm moving them to like block the door once everybody gets in.
I would help.
What's the 22? What's the 22 for?
Just kind of like giving everything a once over, like the barrels as we're moving them. Like
just you?
I'll help.
I got another person investigating.
Yeah. Not exactly investigating, just moving barrels.
Just moving barrels.
Question for you. Does this door have a bar on the interior? No.
It does not, but but being that it was a storeroom, it does seem to have a locking mechanism, but there is no key.
Okay. And wait, does the door open inward or outward?
Yes.
Inward?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a swing door.
Yeah. It's one of those saloon doors that the
no.
top
So
opens.
a positive answer to the first question negates the second because you asked two separate questions. But anyway, yes.
Because I don't want to like block the door with barrels and it's like pointless.
Go the other way.
So with that, I think I take some extra cloth, rope, and a few other things, and knowing that basically I'm assuming like someone would have mentioned the fact that the ooze got through the cracks of the door.
Nobody mentioned it.
Yeah,
she did.
I said it can go through the wood. I said they can go through wooden doors.
Oh, okay.
So hearing that, I just go, okay, well, I don't know if it ate through the door that fast, but let's try. And I will like take like tent fabric and stuff like that and just kind of jam it against like the cracks of the door frame.
Okay.
And just go, I mean, at the very least, this can hopefully slow it down.
Could you, I don't know how magic works, but could you use mending to kind of fuse it to the door?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it is not a hot glue spell. Let's not light any big fires in here. It's going to have to be cold rashes tonight. But,
so I guess it's just Shanoa.
You want an investigation on the barrels.
If that's what you guys want to do, I'm just you're moving barrels, you're moving them. I'm going to say that probably 50-50 of the barrels, 50 of if there were 100 of them, 50 of them would be in good enough shape to move towards the door and blockade the door, maybe stack them up. But you're moving them. I'm going to give you some part of a role for that, but I just want to know who is doing it. So I've got Shanoa and Malukes.
Yeah, I'll help them too, because if it's
Okay.
passive investigations to see how well they are, I have a 19. Does that help?
I can help investigate them, but I am not strong. I do not have strength, so I don't think my little 3-foot self can lift any of these barrels.
Sabrina, are you helping with fortifying?
No.
Okay.
You're still
I
having your
really want
moment.
to
It's okay.
help.
Babe, you're so good. You are so good. Be in character. You are fine. We love you.
So I have Kitwin, Shanoa, Endymion, and Malukes all participating in this. Okay. So what I'm going to do for you guys is this. I'm going to make it kind of easy and a little bit more fun. So the 4 of you, as you're spinning and turning these barrels, doing what you can to kind of look through them for anything, anything possibly to eat, possibly to use as a source of comfort, heat, something. You're not really finding much. But as I count you, 1, 2, 3, 4, Kithwin, starting off with the first, I'll just simply roll a die. And I did come up with a 1. So Kithwin, I do need you to roll a D100 for me.
Hey, you hardly ever get to roll those. I roll those all the time.
A 27 on the D100.
A 27. As you're kind of scooting through maybe a smaller barrel, dried beans that are well past their date, you kind of push your hand through really quick just to see if there's anything scuttled at the bottom. And as you do, your hand moves a glass bottle.
I pick it up.
It is indeed Gatorade. It looks
Nada.
It looks just like the healing type of Gatorade in D&D. Its healing effects are the same.
Oh my goodness. I will. Is it just a standard healing or a greater?
It looks identical in color and everything to the healing potions that you've been familiar with.
Okay, so I will add another one of those to my inventory. Yay!
And number 3. Endymion, roll me a D100.
I'm itching to roll one that's not a surge.
35.
A 35. In a similar fashion, you can tell that this barrel at one point in time, as you're kind of hoisting it up, your hand slips through the rotted bottom. Just all kinds of salted meats of some sort that are long past their age filter out of this thing. Dust starts to accumulate in your vicinity. And roll a D20 for me.
Oh God, 35. Ugh.
That was a natural 20.
Okay. As you're doing this, your hand kind of punches through the bottom. Stuff's kind of siphoning out. A little bit of dust is going up. But luckily enough, you too grab some type of a glass bottle with a liquid inside of it.
Cool. I'll just save that for later.
One more. Mr. Malukes.
I believe that's a D100.
Yes.
2. All right, let me see what that is on the search table. No. Oh, that would have been awesome, though.
What did you roll?
Ghosts, 2.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah.
You actually going through what you're going through, you also find a potion bottle of some sort. This one you do not recognize. Give me just give me it. It doesn't matter if it's an Arcana. I don't care if it's a.
I'll give Arcana. That's usually potion testing for the
Sure.
layman. So that's a 22.
This looks similar in color to the potions of healing. But maybe it has a couple extra gold flakes spinning around inside the bottle.
Oh, does it? I'd sit there, I look at it, roll a bit, and just go, huh.
And you know what? I'm not going to do 3 since we have 4 people. Go ahead, Shanoa. Roll me. I don't want to leave you out.
Then
Roll me a
roll
me a
D100.
Roll me a D100.
Roll
Can you guys get out of the
die.
small numbers?
22.
What?
This is not
35
a
was the highest we got.
It's fine.
I wanted some high numbers, but that's okay. No epic boons for you guys.
It would have been nice, but the dice said no.
But you also find a potion bottle. And just so we get this right,
What wayward alchemist was just hauled up in this, just stashing potions everywhere?
It was probably one of those ghouls.
Ghoul.
yes, the ghouls were hiding them.
Or the people the ghouls are eating.
Where are them potions at?
Or the people the ghouls turned into, or what turned into the ghouls.
So your Shanoa. Let me write it down so I don't forget. Sorry. Your particular bottle, just to give you, is an orange liquid that flickers. Smoke fills the top of the container and wafts out whenever it's opened. So kind of yeah. And then the healing potion was a potion that's red liquid that glimmers when agitated. And then Maluk's, your potion, is a red liquid that seems to have more gold flakes and glimmers in the same effect, but more so when agitated. And Endymion. Oh, Endymion, you might get to roll extra. Something extra. Yes. Roll me 1d10.
You failed that many death saves. No.
Right in the middle of 5.
There we go. So your potion basically we'll just say that it's got this blue kind of, not really swirling, even though you're kind of mixing it up. It's not swirling. It's more of this kind of arcing. It's not really energy, but it's kind of this arcing kind of looking electrical kind of thing inside of it. It's not really doing much more than that. It's definitely not. It's not swirling around like a normal liquid would at all. Anyway, you guys get that nice little group of barrels built up. Anything else you want to do? There are no drafts in here.
I'll start putting out the bedrolls and stuff. Try and make a comfy, cozy place for people to crash. As comfy and cozy as it can be in this area. She's trying. Just silently, like not talking to anyone. She got big thoughts in her head.
It's one of those awkward Thanksgiving dinners after the big
Yeah,
family
yeah.
fight.
We got to pull out the couch and just like try to be in the same room as each other.
Brina kind of heads to a corner with her bedroll and just sits on it, and she's continuing to write.
Okay. So what you guys doing here?
We're taking a long rest, I think.
Is that
That's
what
what
you're
this
doing?
whole thing has been about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Did Endymion put out his sensory bat?
his sensory bat. No, we got to take it all down and redo it.
Leave the bat outside so it can be a scout.
Archimedes is on my shoulder for all this.
Seeing as everyone has been kind of like splitting up to take bedroll positions, stuff like that, Maluk's takes a moment, grabs just a loose, like smaller barrel that has like next to nothing in it, puts it towards the center, and with precipitation, like makes it provide heat for the space.
Okay.
Obviously, not enough to catch fire or anything like that.
I mean, you guys are relatively warm in there. This is, I mean, it's 30 by 30 space. It's kind of filled with a lot of stuff.
For ambiance, then.
Yeah, it doesn't really smell. It just smells like old dingy kind of place. The contents of everything is just, it's gone. Doesn't look like anybody's been in this room for a very, very long time, since nobody checked the floor to see for footprints or anything. It's okay.
Takes his hand, douses the torch, reaches into his pocket, pulls out a rock, casts light on that, puts it in one area, reaches into his shirt pocket and pulls out his candle stone and puts that in a position close towards his bedroll. The one that just continuously glows anyways.
Okay.
And like he just lets everyone else get comfortable as he's kind of looking around like, is there anything I can do? Just but eventually he does kind of crack out one of his ration pack for the day and just kind of chews and sucks a bit on some jerky. Tries to make it last.
Should we do take shifts watching the door just in case?
Yeah, I mean, seeing all the stuff we've been running into in this cave, we're kind of not prudent not to do so.
How many watches do we need? What is it? 3? 4?
It's however long you want to take. To be honest with you.
I got first.
I'll stay up. I'm having a hard time sleeping.
Okay, I'll take second.
1, 2.
I'll do third.
We'll make it easy on everybody. Endymion's fourth. And Maluk's is picking up the rear.
I'm gonna stick up with Sabrina.
Okay. As are you all eating? Are you all drinking? Are you all making?
Yeah.
I'd use a ration for sure.
Yeah, I'm using a
And
ration.
drink some water.
I
Same.
very much pour water out for everyone.
So go ahead and mark a ration off of your supplies if you don't mind at some point. And Endymion, you picked up 2 arrows, by the way. Did I tell you that already? Out of your 3,
Yeah, you
I just gave you the better
Yeah.
half of it. Sabrina and Malukes, you guys are up first. What are you doing in particular? And you can give me a perception check with advantage, either one of you, if you would like.
It's good for me because in the first hour, I still have my Wisdom of the Owls, so I'll be making this with advantage. Which is still not terrific. It's an 8.
Okay, I'll do one. Oh,
No,
damn it, I hit
that was
wrong
with
button.
advantage, right, Malukes?
Yeah.
He already rolled.
What kind of owl was
Oh,
that?
okay.
No, if we could both roll. If she has better perception, I would rather give her the assistance. But
Well, we've already rolled. Don't worry about it.
I think I'm still kind of like a little about the kind of last moments. But I look over and I see Sabrina sitting there with her book. Double check around just to make sure everyone else is gone to sleep. And Damien's in his trance and such. And I
Okay.
reach over, pick up my candle bead, move over, and just kind of like hold it out near her, so you don't have to strain your eyes.
I have dark vision. I'm perfectly fine. Thank you.
Right. Sabrina, do you want to talk?
Oddly enough, the answer to the question is no. I don't.
I don't, and I just want to say this. I don't mean this as in I want to tell you if you're doing something right or wrong. I don't want to tell you, and I don't want to give you advice. I don't want to give you suggestions. I don't want to say what you can do. Do you just want to talk to me and I'll just listen? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I want to know what you're going through. And um and I know you said I have nothing to be sorry about, but I do want to apologize because up until up until now, I don't think I've been the best friend to you I could have been.
Looks. I'd say I appreciate this because a part of me probably does. But you and I were never been that close. So you not being the best friend to me is kind of just the norm. We're cool, we hang out together, but we ever rarely hung out by ourselves. So you don't feel obligated to, fix this. It isn't your job to fix whatever this is. At
I
some point, I'm sure we'll all talk, or I'll get over my shit and apologize.
You-
I really do just want to sit here and kind of stew in it.
I mean, I am the one who asked you to go on this adventure with me.
But look, we were all making that up we're all deciding that together. And look, we are magic users, so yeah, we gravitate to each other, and you're amazing, and no one's ever going to take that from you.
Well,
You're just, but I need to figure shit out. And sometimes when I feel like you're all like, what's wrong? How are you feeling? What's going on? I don't have a chance to even really think on it because I want to give the answer that will keep everybody happy with me. But
yeah.
quite frankly, I don't care right now if you guys are happy or comfortable with me. This is an uncomfortable ass situation. I know we all agree to be here, but there's moments when this just feels aimless. And when it's aimless, that's when it's scary. And I'm just asking to be allowed to just figure this out without anyone's help. At least this. At least let me have this. If I can't fight a monster on my own, I can at least fix my own inner demons by myself.
He looks towards the floor, still holding the bead in his hand. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it's just I'll be real with you. It's mostly partially that I promised your mom I would look after you a bit. I think it was mostly along the lines of because she thought I was a danger to you. But I'll be honest with you, I kind of lied to her when I said that back in the beginning. Because I figured you could handle yourself. No one goes, again, no one goes diving out of the way whenever you cast something. You say, I've got a solution for this, and there's no one questioning that. I get that you want to work this out. I'm sorry for intruding. But if you ever do want to talk to someone on your own time, I'm all ears for you. No judgment, no reservations. Just, I understand you want to have your alone time. And he turns and moves his way back towards the door.
Before he like is out of like earshot of like where he can hear her, she kind of just like doesn't whisper talks to Malux. No, I was like, I never second guess when you want to do something because I know it'll be awesome. She just
Sabrina,
leaves it like that. It's like a dry leaves it like that if you want.
I would invite you, Sabrina, if you'd like to roll an insight.
I'll use my actual deck for that. That is a 16 plus 4 for a dirty 20.
There's no deception or anything else that's going on at this moment. And despite the fact that you said you've and we're clear on this, Sabrina and Maluk's never really got the chance to hang out. But you do see the kind of hunched over figure that he kind of goes back into a bit. The position he's been in since before he took this adventure. The stooped over, sort of like cringing, apologetic stance he usually has. And you can clearly see that there's something he's withholding as well. But there's nervousness, fretting, other sorts of things. But he gives you the space and goes and sits down by the door.
And yeah, she picks up on it and kind of just makes a note.
So unless anything else happens during the first watch.
Still,
Start moving.
every approximate, almost on cue, every 2 minutes, you can feel that vibration. Um, um, you're not getting that pulse of energy. You're feeling more of a vibration through the ground, more than anything. That again, that thundering kind of sound that you've been hearing for every 2 minutes. Kithwin, what are you doing?
Well, if the watch is over, I guess I'm sleeping and waiting to get the woken up for watch.
No,
Starfish.
your alarm went off.
Alarm. Ticklish alarm is La Cucaracha. Fantastic. Yeah, I guess.
Maloof's would mage hand wake her up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm awake. I'm up. And, because she's alone on watch, she just kind of take position by the door.
Okay.
She'll wait until she thinks everyone's asleep, and she'll just kind of get a little closer to that sort of ambiance light in the middle and take out her little special book she got and just start reading because it's her first shit she's gotten by herself to read it.
Maloof would absolutely leave his crystal bead out for you. So
Thank you.
Roll me a perception check. This has nothing to do with the book.
Of course not. 5.
We are gonna die.
A few
it's fine,
chapters.
it's a closed room.
A few chapters in,
Meanwhile, the shadows.
Nod off.
and you feel like your shift is over.
Get up. Who was next? Was it Chanel? Chanel was next.
It's me.
I tuck the book away, walk over, and just pat. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna get the perception thing out of the way now to get this like. I'll go to 17. But again, kind of goes over to the middle so she can keep an eye on the door. But for the first time, she has her sword out,
Yeah.
pops off that wax sealant
Okay.
because I assume it probably can pop on and off.
No,
How-
it. So if you've ever put wax on a cold surface and then tried to put it back on, that kind of doesn't really work.
Okay. Well, she doesn't know, so
That's fair.
she kind of like pops it off, and this is the first time she's actually looked at the hilt. She's taken off her gloves just so she can actually feel it and just get all the details in it.
Okay.
Just kind of like holds it up to her forehead and just kind of not goes to sleep, but kind of in that meditated trance while still looking at the door, just with this emblem just kind of pressed up against her forehead.
Okay. As you start to pick the wax away and unwind this binding that's been bound to it, soaked in wax, kind of cracking its way off. The symbol that you see, it's more of you. I mean, you recognize it as a Neverwinter Ease symbol of not only authority but rule. You've probably, although the symbol is something that you've seen, you've never really seen individuals kind of with something kind of like this. this is special, and you know it's special. You get the feeling that this is just a little too special. And if certain individuals or people, even if they're bigger than you or tougher than you, it looks like something somebody would want to take away from you. Let's put it that way. For no other reason, just because it looks special. So you can kind of get why they put the seal around it and kind of try to hide this end piece. There is writing in this weird. It's not so much writing. It's you can see that it looks like the imprint of an inverted imprint of a crown. So if a crown stuck up like this and you wear it on your head, or if it was on top of a ball, this looks like it's inverted over the top of it. Yeah.
But it's more of a picture, not words then, right?
Yeah, it's just it's purposefully made. It doesn't look like before when this piece wasn't on this. Remember, it more looked like a puzzle piece. This kind of weird end to your hilt was a puzzle piece. And when they put this on and joined it, then this other piece kind of made the rest of this picture. And it's just an inverted crown. And then that symbol on the very, very, very end of it, a ball, nothing protruding out. But as you're sitting there, you definitely get the feeling that this is just a bad place. And that the deeper you go, it's just going to get worse.
Like, as that feeling hits me, I just kind of tighten up all the kind of straps on the armor, anything that just to that kind of 80s montage of the Rambo tying, making sure everything is in top shape. I also pull my original cloak out of my bag and kind of tear strips off of it to kind of wrap around the handle of the hilt, just to kind of
hide it a little bit.
Hide it a little bit, since I don't have access to wax or some kind of sealant.
Okay.
Then when it's about time for Endymion's watch, I kind of go over and hey, kind of snap out of it. It's your turn. I will also, while that, I'm going to cast Bless on him and just tell him I just got a bad feeling, so just keep an extra eye out. There's just something about this place.
All right. And with that, I will just kind of open my hands real quick and just use an action to summon out my little bat friend. Oh, and it'll be Phil might not have the eyes, but probably she'll have the ears for it. This is my Maniades.
Bless doesn't look how I thought it was, but
I don't know what it is. So. Do I feel a little bit better?
I hope so.
Is this bat in the room with you?
Yeah, because we were never able to put it outside. Because
okay. Well, no, I just want to clarify. I thought you guys put it outside. I thought that's what I heard. And if it didn't, then that's perfectly fine. What are you doing? Oh, you can roll a perception check if you'd like.
Yeah, because I was gonna have her help me with that. Because these guys all the guys we fought have been really noisy. So I was gonna go into the trance to be able to hear better to get advantage on that. Perception. 11. Dookie.
Nothing. I mean, the same sounds you've been picking up.
Yeah.
Every 2 minutes, that thundering, the rhythmic thunder of pounding waves kind of echoes through the mine. You don't feel that pulse of energy, but you feel the floor kind of vibrate slightly.
Okay.
Well, you feel quite secure in this room.
All right, and then is everybody else asleep, or do I have to drop a perception check just to make sure?
Everybody else is asleep.
Okay, good. Then I'm just gonna get a little bit closer to this corner, just in case nobody sees, real quick, and I'm gonna use minor illusion to create like a image of a. Well, it's my best attempt to recreate an image of a kind of like a lighthouse, but it's kind of incomplete because I don't remember it that well. And then I'm just gonna cry for a bit while I look at it, and then I'll just undo it and go back to my watch. And it's just with all the stuff being told, yelled at me lately, is just thinking about everything that's happened, where everybody's arguing, well, like, oh, I figure out who I am or where I'm moving forward. And Damien at this point has spent a lot of time, I guess, it feels a little wasted thinking about what had been lost instead of, moving forward with that. It's like, who am I becoming kind of thing, where he's questioning, what I want to do, what I want to be, when everybody else is like quick to jump, where there's always some kind of like delay or stutter, even though I should, Damien, he should know better. Like he's, a lot skilled and better than what he, gives himself or thinks. And just that, that little lighthouse is just one of the very few things he can remember from back home, which is back in the scan, which I don't think anybody here has talked much about it. But yeah, just gonna reminisce a bit.
Okay, roll me another d20.
D20.
Yep.
Haha, 2.
A 2?
Yeah, it was just a clean 20. Yeah.
Okay. As you're sitting there and you've had this minor emotional kind of moment. This may have been the first time in actually quite a long time that you felt like you were alone. Everybody's sleeping. You've had time to try to mend, try to understand. Your mind drifts quickly back to Willard Longtooth. Do you remember who that is? Should be a very important figure in your character's life.
Oh yeah, it was like from the
guy,
Willard, the class.
The guy who taught you everything you know.
Yeah, the Skeletons class, Oddity Punch Up. Yeah. Old Will.
You remember a conversation. You were a little disjointed about your mother's illness. It may have taken a turn for the worse that day. You remember the conversation in which there are answers. There are ways in this world in which to help your mother. But for some reason, that decision to help her has not been made by you. And you're wondering. And I want you to ponder that thought. Because you've never actually said that I wanted to cure her. You've really only indicated that you've been helping her out in this disease and that you've been doing what you could to make ends meet and to get different types of medicines to help her out. You think about Sabrina, maybe her mom, but Sabrina mostly, and how she's helped you. Maybe get some of the herbs and things that you've requested or somebody has thought may help. I think you owe her a lot. I think it's different in a way that you not only have a respect for maybe Sabrina, maybe you owe her a little bit of something for helping you. You obviously have an attraction for her, but in your mind, you're still thinking that you haven't made the decision. Why? So I'm going to leave you with that. And before the rest of you wake up, Sabrina.
Yes.
Been a rough day?
Yeah. Sabrina would probably already be kind of stirring awake and just kind of laying there very like, now I have to deal with the consequences of my actions, kind of trying to mull over if she should just grovel and apologize or if she should, stay stubborn.
Okay. But before all this, let's leave you with a little something before we end the session. It's been a rough time for you in ways. I think if you were to really think about what's been going on and trying to really find yourself, I personally don't want you to forget about one thing, and is that I think you found yourself, but it may be you're a little scared, and that's fair. And I think that most, again, in this kind of weird, having an interpersonal dream about maybe I shouldn't have been too harsh to my friends, maybe I should have been a little bit more harsh. The fact is that you have a lot to offer, and it may not be going 100% the way you believe it's supposed to go, but you're doing a damn good job. Lightly stir. A very small, little yellow petaled flower sits just at the corner of your view on the floor. A little crack. And if there's nothing else for the evening, we're going to end it for the night. I do want to say thank you so much. That was awesome. We are not coming back next week. Unfortunately, we've got plans. Like other people have some plans and things like that with the Thanksgiving holiday and Black Friday. Black Friday is actually the most important day, but all the different things going on. So we're going to miss next week, and we're going to come back with session number 19, almost at the magical 20 mark. Have some fun. But I purposely did not assign anybody any homework. But what I do want you to do when you come back is make sure you go into your player character sheets. You have taken a long rest. Reset everything. Seriously think about the spells that you have prepared. Seriously think about the spells that you have prepared. Okay?
The hell am I going to do?
I know.
Smite. Yep,
And
I'm good.
And I would
Ouch.
say, take another look at your guys' inventories. Because as Shanoa has said, it's gonna get bad.
Dun dun dun.
We didn't get more rations before we came in here, did we? No,
No,
I have
I-
one left.
No, but you
You
guys
keep
all
giving yours away.
Yeah.
That
But
is
you-
true.
It's
But as
fine.
Shanoa
I
has
have
said-
quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm small. I can live on small means.
I have
The
11.
Hobbit said.
You have 11 of them. Gee, I'm carrying around 30 pounds of dried beef jerky and beans.
I think I did buy more rations, but I did give them to everyone else and none to myself.
I think you did. Think like, take one of those, dear. It'll be okay.
It's fine. I'm used to living in a bar, okay? I'm not used to food being
I
scarce.
think you did buy rations. Did you just not put them in your inventory?
I might have. I'll have to, because I keep a notebook of
remember.
notes.
I remember putting
Outside
money
of-
on that.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Hold on.
I got enough for the rest of the week for myself.
Yeah, I've got like
Might have put it in my notes and not in D&D
God dang
Beyond.
it, lady.
You do know that you do know that rations have a 1 week expiration date, right?
How
It
many
hasn't
weeks has it
been a
even been?
one. It's been like one, not even a full week.
I want to put it. I want to put an expiration date on everything. Nope, that expired. Constitution saving throw.
Once it gets
I'm
past the week,
also-
it gives you IBS.
I'm also used to a different system. In Open Legend, that's not there isn't a lot of micromanaging of this stuff, so it's new for me.
I don't micromanage it. I just
No, I consider keeping track of things like arrows, keeping track of like rations and stuff. That's micro for me.
We'll see. We'll see what happens when you go down to 2 hands. Let's see. You guys have explored a lot of this now. You just kind of, I guess.
I'm not that scared. I should be fine, even with just one ration left. I don't think we're gonna do another huge ass long rest again.
I don't think we're going to be like spending an entire week here. So
Well, Shanoa has mentioned this before, and don't forget, there were a ton of rations and things staged at the cave entrance, just to let you know.
go back and look.
So don't forget about that.
That's where Tharden, we found him. So yeah, that might be fresh enough stuff.
If we get desperate, we can always backtrack.
But yes, that was it. It had been recently staged, so it's not expired.
we just have to watch out for Uzi
Ozymandias.
Born, Tom Ooze.
Uzi Oozborn. That was the
Yeah.
funniest
I like
one.
Yeah,
how
you're
he-
welcome.
Different name every time we mention him.
I try.
Tenny Oozman.
If there's nothing else, let's see. I think we play Friday at
I
6
think we
p.m.
do.
Do we? Okay. We play Friday, 6 p.m. For some reason, I thought it was next Friday, but no, we're not playing next Friday. And then I think we're playing on Monday for sure. And then there's some stuff going on this weekend. You can always check out the Clockwork Nexus website for everything. Golden Ghost. Yeah, Golden Ghost is on. I just got the message. Golden Ghost is on Friday. So check us out.
And it looks like Kinship's Destiny will be back on the 4th. looking
Okay.
at the calendar.
I will actually make a note of that so that I don't forget to look.
And then my birthday is on the 30th. Yay!
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Mine's on Saturday. Also, if anyone wants to.
Happy birthday!
Happy
I can't do
birthday!
anything. I have to stay here. I can go nowhere.
Fuck!
Which is why I might be doing a one shot. I might decide.
I still haven't heard if I'm going to have overtime or not, but if I don't, I'll let you know because I will participate.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I thank you guys so much. Let me push the little button to end stream. But I will see you guys in just a minute.